another bookish vlog for you. You guys seem to really like these and we love filming them. We had a great time in our Wednesday video. We did a bunch of fun things, so we wanted to do the same thing today.
So our plan for today is to go to a local coffee shop and get some reading done. I have only read one book so far this month, and it's been our book club book. So that is ridiculous. You have been doing very well this month though.
I had a great first week of the month. Now I'm kind of trickling into normal, where I'm only really reading a book or two a week, which is still solid, but I wish I could read more.
So we're about to head to the coffee shop right now, but we do have our book bags here with us. We have been seeing the what's in your book bag trend going around, and we think that would be really fun to show you guys what we have in our book bag.
It's nothing crazy, but we do love watching other people, so we wanted to just throw this in here.
My book bag is so random because it says like I love California. I've only been to California like once or twice. We live in Texas. I have so many book bags, but this is just always the one I gravitate towards. I think it's because
it's huge.
It's huge. It fits all of my stuff. It's comfortable.
Mine's just like this really cute tote one. It says the reader on it, like a tarot card. This was actually a gift from Bailey, and it's one of my favorite ones, and I've got like little cute pins on them.
Of course, we have our current reads in our book bags. So I do have my book sleeve. This is the Friends book sleeve. It's so cute. And I have my current read, big old book. Can you guess what it is? I'm currently reading the Mind F series by St. Abby. So good. I'm on like the last book. There's 5 books in here. I'm on the last one, so only like 100 and something pages left for me to go. I'm really enjoying it so far. And then I also have my Kindle in here. I have been reading the Mind F series at night on my Kindle, and I have fallen in love with it. I did have my Kindle on light mode this whole time, and I realized you can change it to dark mode, and once I did that, it was a game changer. I don't have a case for it yet, so I've just been putting it in my book sleeve for now. And then I also have my cute little bookmark that I'm using.
I of course always have my current read in here. We're both reading fake books right now, but you guys probably know, if you're following me on Goodreads already, that I'm reading book 6 in the Zodiac Academy series. This is Fated Throne. I will say really quickly that I basically binged the first 5 books last year in a row, and I took a break. Jumping into this book reminded me of how much I love this world and these characters, so I'm having a great time reading it right now. I've got like 200 pages left. So much is happening in the book. I feel like the end will be very fast paced. I too now have Kindle Unlimited, and I've been reading it at night on my phone, just if you wanted to know.
I'm not as organized as you are, honestly. It's just all thrown in here. It's a good time in here. I have my book light. Got 30 different settings.
Essential. I
have to use this. Like if the book isn't on Kindle, gotta use my little light. I got my sunnies. I need a case for them. They're just like in there loose. I have my AirPods. I just got Pros, and wow.
There's a difference?
There's a huge difference. I was like always fine with my regular generation one, and then I got the ones that have like the little nice ear thing on them, you know. And wow, they are Pros. They are so good. And then I put these cute little things that Lauren made me on here so I don't lose this. I do like taking these with me when I'm out so I can listen to my audiobooks.
In my bag, I have multiple smaller bags, and this is like my reading annotating one. Do I annotate often? No, but if I needed to, I have all the stuff that I would need. I have everything I need in here to read. I have my book light. I've got some bookmarks, my tabs, like you said. My favorite highlighters to use are these midliners. It's a pretty popular brand for like the bullet journals and stuff like that, but I love those. I've got my little resin book holder that I made. Do I have AirPods that were gifted to me? Yes. Do I use them? No. I've got the OG. I just like these. I prefer them so much more. I don't often listen to audiobooks, but when I do, I definitely need these.
I really just have one bag full of all kinds of different things. So let's go through it. My tennis pen, my tennis racket pen. This is the coolest pen ever. Tabs. I don't ever annotate, but in case there's like one book where I really need to, I got them. I do have my Germix in here because, you know, germs. A little mini dry shampoo. This little mini Brazilian Bum Bum cream. It's one of my favorites. It smells so good. And I also have the spray for it. It smells amazing. If you like pistachios, warm vanilla pistachio.
Now I have to smell it.
Yeah, that's what that is. You probably would hate it.
No, this is good. This
smells like summer. I have a random lighter in here. This one we got from the beach a long time ago. It's like a little vodka bottle. What is this called? A nail file, eyelash curler. I'm always curling my lashes. Buxom mini lip gloss. I'm almost out. And lotions. We got Jergens. We got Soap and Glory hand food and Laneige lip balm. My go-to.
The differences in our stuff is so funny.
Oh no.
Let me go through mine. Actually, I do have similar things when it comes to like the Germex.
Okay.
I've got this tiny mini little Germex. Look how cute that is. I got my tissues because I'm always so sniffly with the allergies. Always gum.
Oh, I got gum.
You have gum?
There you go.
Always. I saw people on TikTok making this tiny pocket pharmacy, and it's literally my favorite thing in the world. You should always have a pen. This one's my favorite because it has the touch thing on the
Yours is like a nice pen and mine's the freaking tennis pen.
My makeup pouch I do have in this really cute white one right now. Let's see how long that lasts though. I really like how many pockets it has, and it even has like a little thing for your rings. Here are my makeup essentials, and this can all be found at your local Walgreens, but that makes it great. I've got my Aquaphor chapstick. When Wild, $2.45.
Hey, you got the dupes for mine.
Yeah, I've got the dupes of everything Amanda has.
Yeah.
2 eyeliners. I'm an eyeliner girl.
That was everything we have in our book bags. We're just gonna go to the coffee shop, hopefully finish our books, and come back and update you guys with our final thoughts on it.
The coffee shop.
Okay, first of all, that matcha, best matcha I've ever had in my life.
Which is crazy because you get that everywhere and you make it. It was super cute. We got a lot of reading done. We both finished our books. We made sure we stayed there until we finished.
I have finally finished the Mind F series. I'm happy about it, but I'm also sad about it because it's done. I can't believe I waited so long to read this. I should have read it a lot sooner. In case you don't know what this is about, we are following a girl who has a lot of past trauma, and she's basically just like getting her revenge. She is a serial killer, and she ends up falling in love with an FBI agent who is working on her case. This whole book, we are following both of these characters. We get to truly understand why she is the way she is and why she's going after these certain people. So there's the whole mystery plot of what has happened to Lana that we're trying to uncover, and I felt like I was truly working with Logan to uncover this. I'm working in overtime on overtime with him, trying to piece all the pieces together. Every single trigger warning you could possibly think of is in here. It's definitely a heavy story, but it was still a lot of fun to uncover and like get to know these characters. It really was such an entertaining series. I loved that at the end of each book, it was like a cliffhanger. Like you immediately want to start the next one. I was up like 4 or 5 a.m. reading this because I couldn't stop. When I tell you I don't really love epilogues, I mean like I don't like them. They always end the same way. It's kind of super cliche how they always end. And this one I thought was perfect. I loved the way S.T. Abby wrapped everything up. Probably the only epilogue I've read that I actually enjoy. I think this series really just made me realize how much I love a good female revenge plot. I was gonna be picky and give it a 4.5 stars, but I'm like, why? Why am I being picky when I love these characters? I love this book. So I'm gonna give it a 5. It's been a while since I gave something 5 stars, but she deserves it. Come on.
She deserves it. I told you.
I know. I should have listened sooner.
So I did finally finish Fated Throne. I feel like I've been reading this book for a while, but it's just because they're so long. So much happened in this book alone. I obviously don't want to talk too much about it because it's the 6th book in the series and I don't want to give anything away. I will give you just like an overall rundown of the series if you're not familiar, but I mean, I talk about it so often you probably are. The story does kind of remind me a bit of Harry Potter just because we're following 2 twin sisters who have spent their entire lives growing up in the mortal world, and then on their 18th birthday they find out they're actually fae and they have to learn how to harness their magic and defend their throne from the 4 heirs trying to steal it. Book 1, I will say, very heavy on like the bullying because this series starts off as a bully romance. I think book 1 turns a lot of people away because it's so heavy on just bullying, and there's such a learning curve when it comes to this world because it takes a while to get used to how things work in this world. It's very different from our own. Once you get past that, I promise, like, there's no more red flags. Everything just gets better and better with each book. This one is definitely my favorite out of the entire series so far. I was the same way. I was gonna give it like a 4.75, but that was just me being picky. I gave it the 5 it deserved.
Wow, 2 5-star reads.
2 5-star reads, which is insane. Honestly, just seeing how much the characters have evolved and how much they've grown and changed is so emotional just because where they started is completely different from where they are now. The plot plot is thickened. Everything's going down now. I don't know how there's still 3 books left in the series. I do want to read them soon. They take me so long. I don't know if I'll read another one this month. But this one was fantastic. 5 stars. I love this series. I will defend it till I die. I know a lot of people don't like it, but if it's only based on book 1 and 2, just keep on reading because it's so good.
Since we're done reading for now, we need to give our brains a little rest. So we do want to start The Last Thing He Told Me. The show just came out and they have dropped the first 2 episodes. So we want to watch it and compare it to the book. We both read the book. We both really liked it. I think it's going to be really good because Jennifer Garner and Jamie Lannister, that's not his real name, that's his Game of Thrones name, are in it. And I just think they're both really good actors. I don't see how they could like mess it up.
I'm just really excited to see that it's a show instead of a movie because we just talked about how much gets cut out when they do movie adaptations since they have a time crunch. I think doing a show for this one was the right move just so we get all the little details and moments that we got in the book.
So we're gonna go get some snacks and start the show, and then we will come back and tell you guys what we think.
Just finished the first 2 episodes of The Last Thing He Told Me. First, before we get into our review, wanted to give you a little bit about the book in case you haven't read it.
We're following a woman named Hannah, and basically one day her husband goes missing and he leaves her with a note that says protect her. And her is her stepdaughter Bailey. Hannah and Bailey don't have the best relationship, but they are coming together to try and figure out what has happened to the husband, man.
Owen.
Owen.
We really enjoyed the book. We know it kind of got mixed reviews, especially the ending. I really liked it.
It definitely didn't go the way I thought it was gonna go. I think because, I don't know why I went into it thinking it was like a thriller, but it was strictly like a mystery. You're just trying to figure out what has happened to the husband. When I was reading this book, I knew Jennifer Garner was going to be playing the main character. So I could easily picture Jennifer Garner as Hannah, and like it worked.
Yeah.
I liked it, I could see it, and I think she did such a good job just from what we've seen so far.
I am loving the show. I wrote down some notes because I didn't want to forget anything when we talked about it.
Jamie Lannister is killing it as Owen.
Jamie Lannister. I swear anytime I see him, all I think about is him from Game of Thrones. Like, I don't know him from anything else.
That's Jamie.
Yeah. I'm like, he can go missing. Basically, what I wrote in the beginning, as soon as the show starts, was just how much I love the way it was filmed. Honestly, mild spoilers. Mild spoilers. So if you want to watch the show without knowing anything, or if you haven't read the book and don't want any spoilers, maybe just skip over this part because I don't want to give any mild spoilers.
Yeah. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week. I love how the opening scene in the show, we're thrown into a really intense scene with no background knowledge.
I'm like, did we click the wrong episode?
Yes, and I love that because you get that scene to get you hooked and then you go 4 days earlier. I love it when shows do that. I think it's a great tactic too, especially with shows like this that are a little bit slower paced. I needed that initial,
because you know something's about to go down in 4 days.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I loved their decision to do that.
I loved the houses. Like, that's perfect with this.
The setting.
The setting is gorgeous.
Fantastic. I don't know what location that they filmed that in, but the house is gorgeous. The furniture, the town.
The furniture.
I know everything. It's beautiful. I'm telling you guys, I don't even mean to get technical, but the filming is done so brilliantly. And I love how the show is very quiet and how even when they do have like the little music coming in, like it seems very strategic. I don't want to get too much into it, but like the colors, everything, like I was watching it so impressed. Like I haven't seen a show like this in a while.
There's something I love about like Texas representation too. You know, I just love it. And we know a lot of this book does take place in Austin, which is not too far from Houston. So I cannot wait for the next episode on Friday for them to like be in Austin and we can see like all the things that we've seen before.
The script, I don't remember because I read this book a while back, but the script at least feels very natural. A lot of the times when they change it for the screen, it seems kind of forced.
A lot of the conversations that Hannah is having with other people are are conversations that happen in the book.
Okay, yeah.
And they're like word for word how I remember it happening.
But it's delivered so well. Everything about it is so good so far. The only real changes that I was seeing, at least, I've enjoyed. For instance, when Hannah first realizes what happened to Owen's company, I remember in the book she found out like through the radio. She was on the way somewhere and she heard it over the radio, whereas in the show she saw like an article on her phone. Just like little changes that keep up with today's technology. I like. It's not overdone.
Yeah, it's realistic.
It's realistic. So I liked that. That's the only real changes that I've noticed. We did confirm Laura Dave is an executive producer. It says on the titles cards. You know, on the title cards.
That's why it's good.
That's why it's good. Throughout the book, you have every other chapter back and forth on two timelines. Like things that are happening in the past, things that are happening now. I didn't know how they were going to go about that in the show, but I have really liked the few flashbacks that we've had. It felt right timing-wise, and I love how short they are. I think they're doing it so well. Some shows will do whole episodes and stuff with flashbacks, and I hate that. It interrupts the storytelling. I'm really liking it, the way that they're doing it here. Dude, I'm liking this show.
No, me too. And I knew it was gonna do good.
Yeah.
You got Laura Dave working on the project. You have A-list actors. I mean, it's gonna.
This proves how much that adaptations need to involve the authors if the authors want to be involved, and how much more you can get out of a series than if it was just a movie. The movie would have been over already, and we've had so much time to like develop the characters already. I can't wait. Like you said, episode 2 ended right when they're going to Austin. They're gonna try to find out what's going on there, and I'm ready for it. One of the better adaptations I've seen so far, especially after Beautiful Disaster. Beautiful Disaster was good on its own, but now seeing this, I'm like, oh, this is good. Yeah. If you're thinking about watching the adaptation, I would say just watch it. It's so good. All the scenes that we're seeing coming to life, it's pretty exact to the book. I'm really enjoying it. Take a shot every time I say I enjoy it.
We're really liking it so far, as we've said so many times. I'm just excited to continue on. Wait every week
And watch them.
I'm also excited for like people who haven't read the book yet or who aren't into reading it, for them to like see the show and like be interested.
Sometimes adaptations end up changing the ending or changing the story along the way, and I'm wanting to see, are they gonna end it the same way the book ended, or are they gonna change some things?
I wouldn't be mad if they kind of added a little.
Yeah, because then it's new to the readers too.
So that's gonna be it for today's video. We had a fun bookish day. We both gave 2 books 5 stars.
That should be a video in itself.
That is shocking. That is rare.
That's rare. I'm so happy for us. Hopefully we can
continues.
Yeah, hopefully we find more 5-star books.
Let us know if you haven't read this book, or if you are watching or want to watch the series,
and your thoughts on it. You know ours.
We only said it like 10 times.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time.
I needed to put it on dark mode.
What was that?
It was a receipt.
I thought it was a critter. Oh my god.
Oh my god. I like saw it fly over here.
Oh my god, I thought something was attacking me. I of course have my reading light in here, just like you said. I need it everywhere I go, just in case it...
Just in case it's dark outside.
Me explaining a light. When it's dark and you can't see anything.
Wow.
Oh my god. Let's go.
We're done. You never know when you might need a lighter.
Has all the drugs I love to take.
Why would you say that?
It's over the counter.
I know, it just sounded funny.
Okay. Don't demonetize those. My mom.
What about your mom? Mini brush.
We got the Tide to Go stick.
I got a little scrunchie. You never know when you need a little scrunchie.
A little scrunch.
Yeah.
Tiny deodorant. Come on.
Need that.
I'll do you one better. Tiny Lysol.
Oh!
The world needs that.
I got these cool sunglasses from Mardi Gras.
Motion ease. Here's my wallet. Believe it or not. That's it. And no one else is still watching.
You guys said y'all wanted to hang out with us tomorrow, so there you go.
We tried to tell y'all.
They're gonna be like, never mind, go back to the 9 minutes.